For both sides, the final training sessions are chiefly about tapering and keeping a routine. Wednesday, Brandon Rios' 9 a.m. workout at the gym being shared by both fighters starts late due to press obligations that run long. And when Freddie Roach arrives at 11 a.m. sharp for his fighter's scheduled start time, the Rios camp offers no signals they're about to wrap up.
Colin and I were in the very unfortunate position of being presented with the greatest challenge we've ever faced. It was a story that we didn't really even want to cover because it was very dark and made everybody look really bad, but we had to cover it because it happened and it was important. Basically, we were one day out from a major fight that was taking place in Macau, China. Our crews were with the camps even though the show had pretty much been finished. I mean, all we had left was an audio mix, and we were set to air. And a fight happened between the coaches of two camps.
What time are you here?
What?
The team just arrived.
Well, till we're done. We're not going. We're not done. We're still gonna do 30 minutes over here, right? I don't give a fuck.
We're going nowhere. Fuck campus. Huh?
We got about 30 more minutes.
No, you don't.
We're going nowhere.
11 o'clock.
Well, we were here because we had some interviews with ESPN. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. And don't call me a piece of shit, bro. Why are you calling me a piece of shit?
Maybe leave. Get the fuck out of here. Get the police started. Get the fuck out of here and start shit.
What we have is just the worst of everybody, showing the darkest sides of their souls. And unfortunately, it was an open media workout where ESPN and a number of other media outlets were watching and filming. We couldn't sweep it under the rug. We had to address it. We had to show it, and we had to show both sides and be objective about it. So the craziest thing about this was it was the night before the fight. It was in Macau, China, halfway around the world. And Colin had to get all his footage back into us to use.
We had less than 24 hours to get this thing into the cut. The first stage of this, once we got the text message that it had happened, is that immediately 3/4 of the crew went home and went to bed immediately. And unfortunately, the other quarter of the crew volunteered to stay overnight and, babysit that transfer process once it had arrived in Hong Kong. So then Christian, actually, I also came in very early. The next step was for us to try and organize. We had 4 cameras shooting a single event. Plus, we were borrowing footage, I think, from at least one other source.
Gave us their camera.
Because they had the best angle of the kick, which was obviously crucial to the whole thing. I came in at 6 and essentially, took over from the person who'd been there overnight, who's Dan Edelman. He's like our rock when it comes to media management. And I took over and immediately started building out kind of an artificial sync of the entire thing. So we had multiple angles of the whole thing so that by the time our editors came in at 7:30, you guys could sit down and start trying to map out how they were going to tell the story of how the fight developed.
Come on, tough guy.
Let's go. Let's get down right there.
Come on.
Let's go. Spit it out.
Get him the fuck out of here, too. Fucking Jew. Fuck.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck out.
What are you going to do? Come on,
What that did, obviously, we had to, cover it, but we also had to lose about 5 minutes of content within the show to make room for that segment. And then what followed is what's typically called the close. That's the sort of essay, the summation of the series, the thing that sort of is the partner to the tease.
The sense of conflict at the heart of Pacquiao Rios has proven to be contagious. The final consequences will be revealed Saturday night.